You know what I mean? I love the good stories. You know, from rags to riches. When people are on Skid Row and all of a sudden making $25 million a year. I love those stories because we don't hear them enough. That's why I don't like the news too much, because it's negative. It's bad news. It's late news. It's old news.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes, I agree. Totally agree.
I'm about something positive, man. I want to hear all the beautiful things. Why can't we talk about in the news all the good things that happen instead of somebody, you know, getting shot or somebody getting killed or somebody having an accident on the freeway? You ever thought about that?
Again, that's why I'm excited about Ion Entertainment, our show that we're getting ready to launch. That's what it's all about.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That is a beautiful concept. And again, congratulations. Much success to you and everything that you do along with your team, because also it takes a team to be in Hollywood too as well. I'm going to say it twice. You cannot do it yourself. Again, I reiterate, you cannot do this yourself. Learn your craft, get you a team, and then go forward with whatever that it is that you're trying to do, or that you want to do, or that you're succeeding in doing. Because I'm telling you, man, if you don't get that training in on the ground roots, and you just do get blessed to get something, it's going to be hard to stay there. It's one thing about getting a job, and it's harder to keep it. It's like a regular job. Anything that we do, man, it's kind of easy to get it, but it's super hard to keep it.
Yeah, and we learn some of the greatest things through the hard work and the trials. Sometimes, you know, the things that have happened in my life, I wouldn't have wanted it to turn out any other way because of what I gleaned from it, you know, as a life lesson and in my own personal character and growth.
Well, Hollywood makes you strong, because why? There's so much rejection.
Yes.
There's so much rejection, man.
Tons.
I'm like, wow.
Yes.
You know, I had an agent, and I was like, you know what? I don't need an agent anymore, because I'm tired of going to all of these auditions and only landing a handful of jobs. You know, burning the gas, going here, going there. You know, I'm just telling the truth about this. Is what happened to me. I was going back and forth, agent calling me, running me in the ground. Wasn't his fault. It's just that they look for a particular look.
Yes.
You got to look like this. You got to walk like this. You got to talk like this. You got to be like this. So I came to the realization that I just need to do my own thing.
Yeah.
Something I can control, whether it's little or much.
That's right.
Something that I can say, hey, I'm coming. This is my job. This is what I do. Because it's hard out there. It's really, really hard to go and get what you come to get in Hollywood.
Yes.
And I'm not going to give up until I get essentially what I came here, this city, this town, to get. So I'm going to keep working. I'm going to keep working hard, as just like you, just like all of us. We all have to keep hitting the red carpets. We all got to keep on doing the press junkets. We all got to just keep doing everything that we doing, hitting all the different Grammys. Man, I had fun at the Grammys last year. You know, just doing all the stuff that we do. For one day, that we'll get our 10 minutes of fame. Because that's what it's going to be, 10 minutes.
But what joy there is in the journey.
Well, what joy it is in the 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes, yes.
That 10 minutes is something else. It can last you a lifetime, just those 10 minutes. And I used to say, well, how come these guys get so much money for like 1 minute on TV, 1 minute on a film? You know, we can go on and on who got paid so much money just for a minute. $3 million for a minute. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's just totally amazing, you know, but
the money doesn't last. It's what you get inside that lasts forever.
Right. And not only that, those jobs are far and in between.
Yes.
So you get $3 million for 1 minute, you might not have to work for another 10 or 15 years. It might be the thing that you're known for, the first and the last thing. I don't know why I'm saying this stuff, but you know what? It's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. Okay. So anyway, let's yeah, go ahead. Oh, this is killing me. Sometimes you just gotta take time to let everybody know what the process is. I think that essentially is what I'm getting at.
I have that effect on people.
Yeah, yeah.
I have that effect on people. They like to, you know, just tell me how they really feel about things. That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
It's nice to have somebody to share those things with.
All right, so we're going to talk about the next subject. And that is that on the movie side?
Yeah. I one of the times that I was out here in Hollywood just for pilot season, I did a film called Magdalena: Release from Shame.
Okay.
And Magdalena: Release from Shame is a remake of the Jesus film. But the really cool thing about this film is a lot of films that are about Jesus are mostly like men are involved. And you really don't see a whole lot of, you know, women. If they're there very briefly. And Magdalena is really awesome because in reality, Jesus was friends with lots of women. He loved them and walked with them and, you know, had relationships with them. And in this film, it's told through the eyes of a woman, through Magdalena. And the film shows a lot of the other women that were friends with Jesus and, you know, crossed his pathway. And it's an inspiring movie to women, and it's in over 100 languages. The original film was in over 1,000. Magdalena will be in hopefully that many. That's the goal. But right now it's in over 100, so they're on their way. But it's being shown all over the world, and what it does is they take it into places that you would be amazed that there are even people there, and it encourages the women to see that, you know, that they are loved and they are important, and not just from a man's perspective, but from, you know, a truly love situation and from the perspective of other women. So I'm excited about that because that film will be around pretty much forever. The original film has been around for over 20 years. And they even take it to places where women are oppressed, terribly oppressed. And it just gives them some hope and lets them feel, you know, love. And also they take it to places like where people have never even seen a television before. So they have no idea. They don't know anything about media. So they're just blown away because they take this generator and film projector and a big screen and they set it up out in the bushes. And they show these people this film in their own language. And you can imagine, I mean, it is heartwarming when you see the people. They'll videotape them sometimes while they're showing them the film, and the people are just so blown away and amazed at the fact that they're looking at something on a screen, but in their own language, and they'll cry, and they'll just be filled with so much joy. So it's really exciting to be a part of that. And like I said, that film will be around forever. So I was really, really, really blessed, and I'm really happy to have been able to be a part of that.
Wow. So are you acting in that
Yes,
film?
I actually play, I didn't even get to that part.
Of course.
I actually play Mary, Mother of Jesus, which is so exciting. They did age progression makeup on me, which in it of itself was kind of a neat thing as an actress to experience. But it's just an awesome film, and I'm very proud to have been a part of it.
So they made you look older than what you really are?
Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
Did it work?
Yeah, you should see the film. Yeah.
Really?
Some people are like, I watched the film, where were you in it? And I'm like, well, okay, I'm at the crucifixion scene. I'm the mother of Jesus who's crying. And they're like, oh, that was you? And they're kind of blown away by it, yeah.
Wow. That's amazing. Okay. All right. That's just totally amazing right there. How many scenes are you in?
Just that scene, but
just that one?
But I don't want to use the word just because that's pretty cool.
Well, we talked about little spots before, didn't we?
Yeah.
Talking about somebody being in there for a minute or 2 minutes.
It's your perspective. It's all your perspective. You know, like, think about it. You know, Jesus is a man that has been known throughout history for how many years? You know, so to play his mother, and Catholics and a lot of people, you know, really revere Mary, Mother of Jesus, enormously. So, you know, it's an honor to be able to play that role. It was a huge honor for me.
That's good.
Yeah.
You're listening to The Jeffrey Henderson Show at www.klasfm.com, 89.7 FM radio. Special exclusive interview with Jewell Cartales in the house on The Jeffrey Henderson Show. We certainly appreciate her time in this interview. Man, she's backing me up a little bit, boy. I asked one question, she gave me 10 answers. I love that. I love that. It makes my job so easy today, and we certainly appreciate that. So, anyway, just stay with us. We'll be right back.